Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories like this. It all began with a simple message. Working late, don't wait up. My wife Emily had sent texts like this before, but something about this one felt off. We had been married for 6 years and recently, there had been a distance between us. Shorter conversations, fewer laughs, and those goodnight kisses that used to feel like a promise had all but disappeared. I tried to tell myself it was just work stress, but deep down, I knew this silence wasn't exhaustion. It was someone emotionally checked out. That night, the unease gnawed at me, so I grabbed my jacket, got in the car and drove toward her office, hoping to convince myself I was overthinking it. Her car wasn't in the lot. I parked, staring at the empty space she always took, my heart picking up pace. Maybe she had gone out with coworkers, I reasoned. Still, something compelled me to check the old downtown bar she used to go to before we were married. The one with dim lighting, live jazz, and cocktails that cost more than they should. As I stepped inside, the soft music blurred into the pounding of my chest. And then I saw her, Emily, perched at the bar in a short black dress, laughing, her hand brushing the arm of a man I didn't recognize. She looked alive in a way she hadn't for months. The way she smiled, the tilt of her head, the warmth in her eyes, it was the way she used to look at me. I froze, half expecting it to be some misunderstanding. But when he leaned in, whispering something that made her giggle, I knew exactly what I was seeing. The bartender passed by and gave me a fleeting look, maybe sensing the hurt on my face. I didn't shout. I didn't make a scene. I walked slowly toward them, each step heavy yet deliberate. When Emily noticed me, her color drained instantly. "Mark," she stammered, voice trembling. The man beside her glanced at me, confusion clear on his face, until he noticed her wedding ring. "You must be," he started. I raised a hand to stop him. "Don't," I said quietly. My voice wasn't angry. It was hollow. I looked at Emily. "So this is where all the late nights went," I said. She opened her mouth, searching for words, but nothing came out. The room seemed to shrink, eyes subtly turning toward us, the truth heavy in the air. I slipped my wedding ring off, our small gold band that once symbolized forever, and placed it beside her drink. The soft clink against the glass echoed louder than any scream could have. "You can keep it," I murmured. "Seems like it belongs here more than on my hand." Her eyes welled with tears. "Mark, please, it's not what it looks like," she whispered, reaching for me. I stepped back. "Don't," I repeated. "Save your explanations for someone who still believes them." The man shifted uncomfortably, mumbling an apology, but I barely noticed. I turned and walked out, every step weighted, every stare from the crowd burning. Outside, the cold night air hit me like reality itself. I paused by my car, staring at my reflection in the window. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just breathed deeply, painfully, as though I was learning how to do it again. My marriage hadn't ended with an argument, but with the quiet sound of a ring hitting glass. That night, I packed a bag and drove to my brother's place. I didn't explain much, just that I needed space. He didn't ask questions. For the first time in years, I slept without checking my phone or waiting for her goodnight text. The next morning, a lawyer friend called. "Mark, when you're ready, I'll help you make it official." I thanked him, my voice barely audible. It's strange how love can feel heavier than anything, until the moment you set it down. A week later, she came to my apartment. Her eyes were puffy, makeup smeared. "It was a mistake," she said. "He meant nothing. I just needed to feel something." I let her speak. She cried, begged, promised therapy, change, forgiveness. When she finished, I said only, "You should have thought about that before replacing me at that bar." She wept, asking if I could forgive her. I looked at her long before replying. "I already have. But forgiveness isn't the same as going back." Months passed. Papers were signed. Life moved forward. I threw myself into work, the gym, rediscovering who I was before I spent years trying to be enough for someone who had already left. Sometimes I walk past that bar. The lights still glow. People still laugh inside. But I never go in again. Not out of bitterness, but for closure. Heartbreak changes you, but it also teaches peace. Peace that comes when you stop chasing explanations and start choosing self-respect. The night I left that ring beside her drink, I didn't just end a marriage, I reclaimed my dignity. And sometimes walking away quietly is the loudest statement you can make.